Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a 4-inch boutique bow. I'm using black 1.5 inch wide ribbon here. The green one I've got in my hand is the one that I use as a template. I've got everything written on there that I need. So it says I need 30 inches of ribbon to make a 4-inch bow that is 1.5 inch wide. So this order that I'm doing today, I need to make 18 black 4-inch boutique bows. So I'm just using this template to cut the right length of ribbon. And I'm going to need to cut out 18 of these for my order. So I'll come back once that's been done. So now I've cut out 18 lengths of this ribbon. I'm going to show you what to do next with it. So I've just got my little scrap box there that I used to put all my cuttings in. What I need to do is cut the ends of these ribbons into a diagonal shape. Now I've got 18 strands here, so I'm just going to pull off a couple to do with you today. I'm not going to do them all on camera. I think I'll do 3, but here's just one to start with. So you fold the ribbon in half and put the ends together. And then get your scissors and just cut across diagonally to the corner to make it a diagonal edge. I'm going to do a couple more of those for you and show you again how I do it. I wouldn't recommend doing more than 2 pieces of ribbon at once unless you've got really sharp scissors because it doesn't cut it straight. So just fold your ribbon in half and get the ends together. Make sure they're all the same length. And then maybe 1 centimetre or 2 from one end, cut straight across to the point of one side. So it's like a triangle that you're cutting off. And then we just need to heat seal the ends. So what we're going to need next is some thread. You can use a strong thread or just get some cotton and double it up like I have here. And then we're going to get our ribbon and we're going to fold it in half. Put the 2 ends together equally. And then we're going to crease it so you can see the crease. So crease it quite hard halfway. And then maybe 1 inch from the end. Fold it again. And make sure you've really folded those creases. And then fold that inch extra under and really crease that too. And then what we're going to do is, when you can see where those creases are, might be quite hard to show you here on the black ribbon, but we're going to get that first crease and we're going to make a cross and cross it over and hold it in place. See the crease there? We're going to just put it in the middle over the crease there. And hold it in place with your thumb. Then get the next crease and put that over the top of those ones. And then making sure you're holding it tight so it doesn't move. We're going to get that next crease and making sure your ribbon is straight. We're going to tuck it under. And we're just going to tuck it right under there. Make sure you're holding it right and comfortable. And we're going to just put it underneath the ribbon that you're holding and grab it with your thumb that's pinching the ribbons together. Hold it tight. And then we need to get the last crease and fold that over the middle too. And then you should have 4 equal loops. So then you need to push up the middle, making a fold, and then do a little concertina fold. It's really hard to show you how to do this. I have shown you in the video previously, but you basically do a concertina fold, so there's 3 folds in the middle of this bow, and then pinch it. Then just sort out your loops and make sure the loops look nice and even. And when you're happy with it, you get your thread and you sew it through the middle, making sure you get all 3 of those folds sewn into that. And then tie it off so it doesn't come undone. And still pinching it really tight so that it doesn't lose its shape. Wrap it round and pull it tight. And then you can just, still holding the thread so it doesn't lose its shape or come loose. You can kind of let go, fluff up the loops and make sure it looks right. Then pull that tight, and if you're happy with it, sew it off at the back. Tie it with a knot. And then cut off the excess. And then just have a look at what you've made. Fluff up the loops. And make sure they're all even. If you're not happy with it, you can undo it all and start again. But just make sure that ribbon at the back is laying flat because it will affect the shape of the loops. Just like that. And there we go. That's one 4-inch boutique bow done. Now, it will look different when you pop in the middle around the bow. So you might need to fluff it up a little bit more once you've done that. But for now, this one looks fine. And I'll make another one with you and go through it again. So now I just need to rethread my needle because I've run out of cotton on that last one. Okay, I've got my next piece of ribbon. I'm just folding it in half and making sure to crease on the fold. And then fold it in half again, maybe 1 inch away from that end. And again, fold on the crease. Make sure you can see those folding marks. And then just fold that little end over there. And make sure we've creased it. And then give it a really good crease. Undo it. And that first crease, fold it over to that second crease. And so that it's not at an angle sort of like that, it's straight across the ribbon. Then we get the next crease and put that across there too. Again, the ribbon straight across. Then the next one, holding it straight. We tuck it under and we put it underneath the ribbon that we are tucking under and grab it with your finger that you're holding it steady with. And then the very last crease, fold that over the top of there as well. So all the creases should be crossed over each other. And just make sure you're holding it tight. And then you push that one up. So it's folding it in half, but still holding it from the front. It's very, very hard, very difficult to explain this to you, but it's a concertina fold. So you have 3 folds in the middle. I have done it on another video before, a close-up of it on how to do it. But then we just do that so it's got the 3 folds. Make sure the loops are looking nice. And when you're happy with it, we sew it together. Now we sew through all 3 layers. This is so that they don't come apart or you can't pull the loops through. because when kids are wearing bows, sometimes they pull the loops through, and if all you've done is wrap your cotton around the middle without sewing through them, you can actually pull those loops through and it can come loose. So that's why we actually put a stitch through all 3 layers. So we're just making sure all those loops are nice and that is flat on the back, and pull that thread tight. As you can see, they all look nice and even. So we just need to tie it off on the back. Just make sure you're happy with how all the loops sit. If you're not, just cut the thread off and start again. Make sure that back is flat so that all the loops are laying nice. And when you're happy with it, there you go. I'm going to give a third one a go, just to show you once more. I'm just going to do this one a little bit faster, but folding it in half, creasing the fold, folding it in half again, and creasing those folds. And then folding that little extra bit over and creasing that bit too. I'm just going to then really quickly fold all of these over to each other. So that's the first one folded and crossed over. The second one, tucking that one underneath, is the third one, and then the fourth one just on top. And just make sure you're holding them, pinching them right, and that they all look even. And then do the concertina fold. You could work with a piece of ribbon and just practice concertina folding the ribbon, and then double it up and practice concertina folding it with a double thickness ribbon. And it's just practice, doing it over and over again. Like I say, I've got 18 of these ones to make. So just doing it over and over again is what just gives you the practice. You might get it the first time. It might take you 20 or 30 times. But it's just practice, practice, practice. I've made hundreds and hundreds of these bows in lots of different sizes. So some people say I make it look easy. It's just time and practice. I couldn't do it to start with. And I was determined to get it. And eventually I did. So there we go, I've tied it off. Always put a knot in the end of your thread if you're going to use it again. Nothing worse than coming to a piece of thread and then pulling all the way through because you haven't knotted it. But there we go. Once you're happy with all the loops and they're not flat and they're all nice and loopy, there we have it. So I hope this has helped just a little bit. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Consider subscribing if you're not already. I'll pop lots of links in the description to previous videos which shows close-ups, and hope to see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.